All right, we're gonna get into the races before we start like screaming about things. But hello everyone. I just had a very annoying morning, but we're going to ruin our day even more by playing Cross Worlds, a world match. So I hope you guys are doing all right. You guys are lovely and beautiful. I hope you guys are well fed and well hydrated today, because Lord knows I'm at least one of those things. Mr. Streamer talks about others not eating right and then pulls this. Okay, but like I have a story for this, right? So, me personally, I have always been a headphones type of guy, right? I've always been a wired headphones buddy when it comes to anything, you know? Back when I had my Samsung Galaxy 3 back in like 2016 or whatever, I always wore headphones with them bitches. I had the fucking wired headphones plugged into them nonsense. Order some takeout then if you're still hungry, if you want to pay me to do that, because I just spent 40 fucking dollars on a big expensive purchase, but I'll get to that. I've always been a headphone girly, you know? The biggest thing that sucks about fucking headphones is when one of the headphones stops working, but they don't die completely. It works, but it only works if you hold it up to a specific type of way. The wiring breaks, but the wiring doesn't fuck up completely to where the headphone doesn't fucking work anymore. It just requires you to position it in a specific way to where both headphones still work, but since you're most likely moving around when you're like using headphones to do anything, i.e. walking, working out, driving, or whatever. I don't know why you use headphones while driving, but you know, you get what I mean, right? The headphone's essentially broken because not both fucking sides of the thingamabob don't work. Or no, one side of the thingamabob doesn't work. One side of the headphones doesn't work because it's like fucking, it's on and off, essentially, right? So, over the years, I've had to, especially in high school, I've had to deal with that nonsense. Ah, yes, the 12th place glove from Michael playing Joker Persona 5. But over the years, I've had to deal with fucking wired headphone bullshit, right? And it's the worst thing ever. It's so fucking annoying. In the 2020s, back when I like had originally first gotten my job, I had not only upgraded my phone to Samsung Galaxy S22, not even an S22, but just like an A51 or something. Literally any like modern day like mid-range smartphone in the 2020s, right? When I upgraded to one of those things, I decided, hey, maybe this wired stuff isn't working out. Let me try some wireless, right? When I got my first like mid-range smartphone that was like better than the Galaxy 3, I decided to opt for wireless because I'm like, oh man, I can't keep buying these headphones that keep breaking like this. Because the headphones that I would get would be the Apple ones, right? I used to get the, the old Apple fucking wired headphones before they swapped them over to like USB-C and Lightning. Just the normal Apple headphones back in the day. Those were the shit, dude. They sounded amazing. TLDR, I've always been a wired headphones girly, but until recently in the 2020s, I had decided to opt for earbuds. But not any type of fucking earbuds. My dumbass still wanted to have the sensation and feeling of the wires on my like my fucking person, right? So instead of like defaulting to like the actual like AirPods or like earbuds that you would normally get, my dumbass, or not even dumbass, my broke ass defaulted to these bad boys, right? These fucking earbuds that rest around your neck, that you put around your neck, and they sit like this, and you just put them in, bada bing, bada boom, and they work perfectly, right? These bad boys have been my go-to for using stuff whenever I walk on my phone forever, right? Ever since like 2021, 2020, I've been buying these types of headphones for years, essentially. These particular ones that I've always bought were Sony. I believe the branding or the name is like the Sony WI, which stands for like wired, and then it's like C100, C130 or whatever, right? These bad boys are amazing. They're pretty lovely. and I love using them, right? Every now and again, sometimes I'll have to replace them because my fucking heavy hand ass likes to press on these too much with my thick nails, and sometimes I'll just like damage the interface, and it'll just like become unusable at times, right? But whenever I've had to replace them, they never, what is it? It was always like something like maybe $25, $30 at maximum, right? Today, I had to spend fucking $40, $40 fucking dollars for the same fucking model of these Sony things, if not a little bit like slightly cheaper, because these bad boys right here, they have a different type of like wiring to them, right? What is it? The ones that I spent $40 on today. $40 on. They're a completely different model, and the only real difference between the two my old headphones and the new one is essentially the interface that you interact with the volume, turn on, pairing, and skipping song stuff, right? It's better, essentially, but it does the same thing as the $25 model that I've had for nearly over a year at this point. And I'm just like, dude, it's not even the fact that like the wired headphones or the wireless headphones are $40. It's the fact that the wired headphones have also been experiencing inflation too. I think in the course of the past 6 years, within the 2020s, I've only had to buy 3 different versions of the wired headphone, or the wireless headphones, while the wired headphones, I've had to buy at least 4 of them because they're more prone to breaking, right? Three of the wireless headphones with the current one that I just bought included, right? When it came to the first 2 purchases, at minimum, it was like $25 to $30 for the wireless Sony like over the neck earphones, right? And I'm like, okay, that makes sense because it's a Bluetooth device. It has Bluetooth functionality. I'm not asking for it to be like, you know, the cheapest thing ever. I can chill out the money to do this, especially now because I've got a job. But when I went to the Best Buy today, I'm like, yo, I low-key could like make the jump from earbuds to like, or no, the ear stuff, the stuff that rests around your neck, to earbuds, like the AirPod stuff. But then I looked, and the cheapest options were cheaper than the stuff that I purchased today. But I'm like, yo, these are brands that I've never seen before that are not notable. And then there was like a Skull Candy version, but I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to spend money on Skull Candy stuff again. Skull Candy low-key kind of sucks, and they're pricing themselves like they're better than they used to be. I look at the Sony stuff, and they have like 2 more of these specific models of the wired wireless. It's like a wired wireless earbud that fucking sits around your neck. I don't know exactly what to fucking call these, but they're essentially just Bluetooth headphones, right? And I look at the price, and I'm like, dude, $40? It wasn't like this 6 months ago. But I had to go to the same Best Buy to pick up these fucking, the same Sony wired headphones that are in my PC, that are plugged into my PC, so that way I could like hear the stuff that's going in. These bad boys, oh my fucking god. Neckwire earbuds? I'll call them neckwire earbuds then. But back when we first moved into this house and I started to like buy like better peripherals for me, these things, these fucking these wired headphones, $7 to $8. They were literally $7 to $8 fucking dollars at the same Best Buy that I went to. And I'm just like, okay, cool, nice, right? I've had to buy like maybe 4 of these because they have the same problem where it's like, after a while of usage, sometimes one of them just doesn't work because of like, you know, the bendings of like the earbuds or whatever, right? I had to buy these ones about 3 months ago, and when I went to the Best Buy, these things doubled in price. They fucking doubled in price, dude. Oh my goodness. These things went from $7 to $15.99. And I'm just like, dude, why? But that's not even like the main thing that I'm mad about, because like, you know, whatever, right? It's not like I'm gonna be moving around with the wired ones in my PC as much anymore. And hell, I only play video games with the left earbud in and the right earbud around my ear so that I can hear something in the house if anybody needs me, right? But my point is that, brother, inflation is fucking horrible, man. Like, I understand the concept of Bluetooth headphones needing to be more expensive than wired headphones because, you know, they've got a battery, you know, it's lithium, all that stuff or whatever, right? But fucking, dude, I've seen a $15 price increase from over 3 years on just fucking neck wire earbuds, man. Mind you, they're the same model. It's not like they've gotten better or anything. They've all been the same fucking model. The only one that's been different is the new one that I just purchased, but that's simply because it's a completely different model that's arguably worse than the previous ones that I purchased. And I'm just like, dude, cool, very awesome. The cherry on top is that I'm only getting 2 days of work this week. I had to choose, right? And some people could argue that, like, oh man, this is like a purchase that you should have held off on. And to be honest, like, I definitely could have, but I don't know if it's just like the way how like I am and whatnot, but I can't use broken headphones, dude. That wasn't even anywhere near me. I can't use broken headphones. I need my headphones to be like fully functional so that I can enjoy my music. It's just very frustrating that, like, years ago, not even that long, mind you, I paid about like a little over $20 for a fucking for a pair of wireless neck wire earbuds, and now I'm paying nearly double that price, dude. And to anybody asking, oh Rune, why don't you why don't you get wired earphones for your phone? Why don't you get why don't you get wired earphones for your phone? Why don't you get, like, you know, some other stuff? Do you see a fucking millimeter jack on there? I made this decision when I bought the S22, but one of the key things about mid-range phones nowadays, let me get in closer for y'all so I'm not showing off thighs. But one of the key things about mid-range phones, especially Androids nowadays, is that they will always come with a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. For some reason, the S22 keeps the SIM card reader on the bottom next to the USB Type-C instead of anywhere on the side. Mind you, there's nothing on the left side of the phone here. There's literally an outline right here where the SIM card reader could be, but no. I just only have the volume, the power, and then this weird like fucking fingerprint stuff that doesn't work, by the way. I've never had like the functionality from it at all. Yeah, no. To everybody asking like, oh man, why don't you just get wired headphones for this? Trust me, I would if I could, but I cannot sit here and fucking use a mid-range phone from 2022 for my entire life. I was lucky enough to be able to get this, but the sad part is that I low-key have to upgrade this one too, because I'm starting to see it get slower and slower, man. It sucks. And when it comes to the damn Bixby button, it's not even a Bixby button. It's a fucking fingerprint reader. That's what it is. But fam, I noticed you have a snack box there. Yes, I play fighting games. I love fighting games. I'll show you the snack box in a bit here. But yeah, no, I had to get a new pair of headphones, dude. Like I literally can't. As someone who walks around all the time, needs music to be at peace. I kind of just I couldn't fucking sit around here and do this. There are adapters for USB-C to headphone jacks. Okay, but then like I low-key just don't want to use an adapter. Because then, what if I lose the adapter? Oh man, I can't listen to music then? You know how tiny those things are? Like, yeah, there's obviously cheaper solutions, but with those cheaper solutions comes their caveats, you know? I could have bought the $25 earbuds from like Skull Candy or something, or from like Gumi, sorry. But then I would have had to deal with the fact that like the sound quality is terrible and that the earbuds themselves are incredibly small. It's not the fact that I don't want to compromise or anything, it's just that, hang on. He's so fucking sexy, guys. Oh my goodness. But it's not the fact that I don't want to compromise. It's just the fact that like I don't want to break away from stuff that I've used that has been tried and true for me. How do you have another bomb? Yo, can we remove wish chance up from the game, please? But yeah, no, I'm upset because I had to drop fucking 40 on a pair of headphones. And I'm probably gonna have to do it again in like less than a year because, you know, things are just the way how they are. These headphones here, gamers, these bad boys right here, it's kind of hard to see because it's black. They didn't have the color that I want too. I'm mad because I didn't get the fucking gray ones. I love the gray ones because they're easy to see and easy for people to identify that you're wearing headphones. But these bad boys here, we can at least get like a side-by-side like comparison and whatnot. The white one here has a concave interface here, whereas the black one has an outer one that juts out. I believe the you know, the USB is on the same, the USB-C port is on the same side. I noticed that the black one has like a smaller one, or at least a smaller flap that leads into it. But I took this off the box the moment I bought it at Best Buy because I needed headphones to listen to. And it's good. It sounds the exact same. But the problem is that I'm mad that they sound the exact same, but I had to pay twice as much, you know? Let's continue going. 25-hour battery life. And yeah, like when it came to these things, they were always very good. I never really had to charge them that much. I'd only have to charge them every like 4 days or something. But it's just like, damn, man. It's annoying. But in terms of the hitbox here, for you, Shadow King, this is my snack box from Junk Food Arcades. We're gonna go Blizzard here. Junk Food Arcades. It's the snack box micro, the one that works for the PC and the Switch. I have custom buttons that light up. Or I have changed the LED settings so that they light up to be like a light blue and whatever. And then as you can see, you've got my favorite kitty on there.
Let's go.
I have a snack box from them too. That's awesome. But yeah, no, it's so frustrating considering that, like, let me put this bad boy away. But it's so frustrating considering that it's like, dude, I'm paying for the same product, but I'm paying nearly twice as much for it. And nothing about it has changed at all. You know what I mean? It's very annoying. It's very frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. I think the saddest thing about like the headphone stuff is that it was my own personal experience of watching inflation in real time. Like, fuck, man. The wired headphones went from $7 to $15, dude. I'll probably never ever get over that. Imagine if I had a car, dude. Oh my god. Like, if I didn't fucking die, or if I didn't nearly die in 2 fucking car accidents to the point where I have trauma and I don't want to get in a car anymore, and if I actually learned how to drive and get a fucking car, oh my god, bro. Gas? Crazy. Well, Radicalized you. They doubled the price of my headphones. Okay, but it's so serious. I'm actually, like, please don't make fun of me for this. It's actually so serious, dude. Like, I need my music to be at peace, dude. I actually need my music to be at peace, and like fucking headphones being the price of like 3DS games back in the day is low-key like so ass. Oh yeah, that's right, Big. Eat all the candy. Imagine if I drove, dude. Imagine. Not only is gas the same price as a fucking mid as fuck AAA quotation marks video game right now, $70. You can take that, Blaze. Not only is gas just as expensive as a fucking AAA video game, but you mean to tell me the gas is there's less gas than before? I'd go crazy if I had a car, man. Oh, but he'll lower gas prices. He'd lower gas prices, right? He'd lower the... Where did you come from? What? Actually, no, I don't think it was you that was... No, it was him. No, that was a different one.
Let's make 1 into 2. Having busy staring at you and you do. I don't mean to be rude, but who's the boy right next to you? I think that he's cute. You think I'm cute?